I didn't see you there. Hello, what we're going to do today is a quick mobility stretch routine that you can do in your office. It's going to take about 5 minutes. Okay? You do it maybe probably about once an hour to alleviate any tightness or soreness that you may feel when you're in a seated position, maybe hunched over a little bit all day. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we want to reset our posture. Okay, so when you're working at a desk, you might be sort of hunched over a little bit, and not very good posturally. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to plant our feet, get our feet under our knees, so our knees are about 90 degrees. Maybe drop your chair down a little bit if you need to do that. Okay, we're going to bring our shoulders back, sit up tall, and not rest on anything. Okay, so when we start this this routine, okay, we will not be resting on anything. We'll be holding ourselves upright without touching our desk, arms of our chairs, anything like that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our shoulders a little bit. Okay, so I want you to bring your arms out in front of you, raise them up over your head, go as far up as you can. Okay, want to hopefully have them up to fully vertical. Pause there for a couple of seconds and then come back down. Okay, and just repeat that. So come up and then come back down. Okay, really think about your breathing a little bit. So when you're coming up, breathe in. And then we go out, breathe out. Okay, so you're going to do that 5 times for me, okay, with a 2-second pause at the top of each breath, breathing in as we come up and out as we come down. Okay, next thing we're going to do a little bit of a side bend, okay, work out, stretch out all down here, okay, so I'm going to turn around and face you for this one so you can see what I'm doing, okay, so you're going to have one arm just on your knee, other arm stretch it above your head as high as you can, and then just bend over, okay, so you're feeling the stretch all the way down here, a little bit in your back, just in some of your abdominal muscles down here as well, okay, and then come down and bring your arm down, okay, and then switch hands, over, and then come back, okay, so same thing, you do that 5 times each side, nice and steady, okay, breathing in as we go over, breathing in, we come up, okay, and same for the other side, okay. Next thing we're going to do is just going to stretch out our lats down here using the desk, okay. So what I want you to do is place your palms flat on your desk, okay. You can bring yourself back, and what you're going to do is lean forward, okay, keeping your hands flat on your desk, and just stretch out your back just like that, okay. Same thing as you hold this for about 5 seconds, okay, and then come back up, okay. Maybe move out your shoulders a little bit, reset, and then go again. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay. If you want to reduce the stretch, maybe you can't get the full range of motion, you can move your hand further onto the table. Okay. If you want to increase it more and get a bigger range of motion out of it, bring your hands further off the table. Okay. And you can really sink down into it and get a really big stretch out. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is not so much a stretch, but it's just to get your hips moving a little bit. Okay. So again, I'm going to turn and face you so you can see what I'm doing. What you're going to do is lift up your knees just a little bit. Just activate your hip muscles in your hip because they're going to get a little bit. They're in this seated position. They're under a lot. They're supported. They're not really doing anything. So you want to get them activated a little bit and wake them up. Make sure they're still kicking about. Okay. So facing you. All you're going to do is lift your knee up and put it down again. Lift up and down. Okay? I'm going to do this 5 times. Lovely. And the other side again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? You do that 2 sets of 5 on each leg for me, just to wake these up a little bit. And the last thing we're going to do is just going to, again, further stretch out these hip muscles that we've got here. Okay? I'm just going to call it a knee cross. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to cross your legs, okay, and bring your heel to sit on your knee. Try and keep it above your foot, okay? Okay, just like that. And I just want you to try and push your knee down to the ground, okay? So So you can add a little bit of pressure with this hand if you want, okay? Or you can just try and do it freehand, okay? So you're just going to try and push your knee down to the ground, and you should feel a stretch from the top of your quad coming all the way down a little bit, down to about here, okay? If you want to increase this stretch further, you can lean forward ever so slightly, okay? And that's going to increase this stretch to further activate and stretch out the muscles in outside of your leg, okay? Just going to hold that for about 8 seconds, then switch sides, okay? Again, starting off with, just try and get the knee down towards the floor. Apply a little bit of pressure onto your knee, and to increase your stretch, lean forward a little bit. Okay? Again, you're going to do that for 8 seconds, switch over, repeat your legs. Okay? After you've done this, I recommend you go for a little walk, go get a cup of water cooler, anything like that, okay? And then what I want you to do is when you come back, just reset yourself again. So set up your posture so you're sat upright, you're sat tall, okay? You're not leaning on anything, and just how long you can sit doing your work at your speed, back at your desk in this position, so we're not leant on anything, we're not hunched over, we're sat as tall as we can, shoulders back, okay? Eyes facing forward, okay? Lovely stuff.